Hi guys. Well, I didn't know what to do a video on, so I asked a few buddies and they said just basically do a video on where you're at. So where I'm at is I'm still a novice, still learning, still trying to attain knowledge on secret groups and trying to advance myself to where ultimately I have free access and communication with the other side. So that is my ultimate goal, is to basically have the avenue to communicate with them, ask them questions, get answers, you know, have a give and take relationship. You know, I'm not in this for greed. I'm not in this to attain material things. I'm not in this to bolster my ego. I'm not in this for any other reason than for knowledge, okay? And for a reciprocatory relationship with my forefathers and with their buddies and with the elements, you know, with the nature spirits of our world, with any and all that the eye probably can't or will not see, you know. Anything that you would call the paranormal, anything that you would categorize as the occult, you know. That's why I'm so adamant on astrology. And you have to understand that a lot of this, I can't say that for sure because I'm not fully versed in these traditions, but from my understanding, a lot of this is nature-based, you know, so I don't see how you can go wrong with anything that's nature-based. But when I wake up in the morning and I think about a life purpose, I don't think about it every morning, but when I do, my purpose is communication. That is what I was born to do. I was born to observe, to learn, and to reflect, and to inform, you know. So now I understand in these traditions there are certain things that I need to keep my mouth shut about, and that's fine, you know. I can do that. It'll take a lot, but I can do that. But for good reason. I understand it's for the betterment it's for the betterment of the person and for the safety of others. But anyway, so I'm still just trying to pick up on any little thing that I possibly can. It's a lot because these traditions have evolved over thousands of years, and my impatient ass just wants to learn everything overnight. I literally just want to sit in front of a hub of info and just absorb it all. That's what I want to do. I swear to God, if there were a mentor close to me, I would have no shame whatsoever in just knocking on their door at 6 a.m. and not leaving until midnight and possibly even later. I would go home, eat, go to sleep, wake up, and do it again the next day until I was well-versed enough to be able to be self-sufficient with it and do it somewhat on my own. So that's what I did with tattooing. And even though it's a completely different animal, when I'm fully immersed and fully dedicated to something, I have no shame. I'm going to do everything I can to attain that knowledge. And like I said, it's not coming from a place of ego. It's not coming from a place of wanting something. You know, it's not coming from oh, guess what I can do now that I have this knowledge. No, it's well, now that I have this knowledge, I'm going to utilize it to try to communicate with the other side, you know, and I'm going to try to use it to understand the spiritual side of things better, you know. So, because I know life is all about learning. You're never gonna stop learning, and if you think that you have stopped, then you need to think again, you know, because if you're just perfectly content with how your life is and you don't strive to evolve, then you're missing the point. So anyway, so that's where I'm at. I'm still learning, and I'm impatient, and I'm trying to be as calm as possible. I'm trying to take things one step at a time rather than rushing, because in doing so, you tend to learn the lesson better. So, other than that, on a personal, like on a mundane level, I'm obviously still not a mother of 2 children. I'm having difficulty with that, but you know what? I've come to accept the fact that it'll happen when it happens, and that I should just enjoy these moments, and you know that shit, if it doesn't happen by the time I'm 40, then one meant to happen. So yeah, other than that, life is good, and I'm still honor Santa Muerte, you know, even though we're cool for now. I don't ask anything much of her. She doesn't really ask anything much of me for the moment. I've built her a whole new altar, custom made just for her. And of course she center stage in the living room, because I know she wouldn't have it any other way. And I truly believe that she is the inspiration to the way that we're remodeling the house. The house literally looks like a taco place. It is. There is a green wall. There's green walls. There's orange walls. There's yellow walls. And there's terracotta stuff everywhere. There's those Talavera Mexican tiles everywhere. And growing up, I hated that stuff. It was so annoying to me because I saw it everywhere. I hated it. And now that's all I think about in regards to home design. So anyway, that's about it for now. And for those of you that are watching this and subscribed because of the Santa Muerte stuff, I haven't gotten a chance to get back to you. Just guys, give me some time. You know, I know this is not your problem, but sometimes I get overwhelmed with all the emails and people requesting things of me. It's like, you know, when people say, hey, you need to do this for me, I'm like, I do? Like, actually, no, it's kind of your responsibility to do it for you. That is the primary teaching that Santa Muerte tries to teach her followers, her enthusiasts, devotees alike, is for you to do it, not me. Just because I have a YouTube channel, it doesn't mean that I contract work, you know. I don't do work for other people. Like, I can give you suggestions, I can give you ideas as to what has worked for others, but to tell you the truth, I can't give you a hookup. Like, I'm not like the middleman, you know. You have if you are directly connected to her, you have a direct link. I am not a middleman. Like, I can't be like, well, so-and-so said this, you know, so can you hook them up? You know, believe me, I've tried, and it's not going to work if you don't put 100% devotion on your end. So it's like, okay, I'm not a minister. I'm not the in-between. I'm not a middleman. You know, I'm not a mediator. That there is no mediator. There is you and her. And if you guys don't have a connection, then it's up to you to better that connection. So I just want to put that out there, because I get so many requests saying, do this for me, and I'm like, what's the point? Like, if it's not coming from you, then it's pointless, you know? It's like, yeah, I can give you a billion examples, but there shouldn't be a middleman. You should do it yourself. So, and I'm not saying that to be a dick. I'm saying that because you need a real connection in order to establish a relationship. It's like, okay, you know, well, I'll give you another example. It's like saying, hey, you know, hook me up with them. It's like, what are we, in middle school? You hook yourself up, because if I try to do it for them, they're just going to be like, ugh, let them do it themselves, you know? So, I just want to throw that out there. Anyway, but yeah, like, if I don't get back to you guys with the emails and the comments and stuff like that, just cut me some slack, okay? Because sometimes I get kind of overwhelmed. I know that this channel was my idea, and I'm not saying it's any of y'all's fault or nothing like that. It's my doing. It's my project, right? It's my fault. But just give me a moment and don't get all like uptight and panties in a bunch if I don't get back to you immediately, okay? I mean, I love this channel, and I really do like talking to you guys, but sometimes I'm gonna take a little bit longer to get back to you, okay? So if it's a really big emergency, then I suggest you talk to her directly. You talk to Santa Muerte directly. You don't need me to talk to her for you. If you all truly have a real connection, or you're trying really, really hard to establish one, she's gonna admire the fact that you are trying yourself. Okay? Believe me. Believe me, they really admire when you try yourself. And don't forget to ask your forefathers, your ancestors, the ones that are around you all the time. Don't forget to talk to them too. You know? Maybe they can be your middleman, your go-between to talk to her, but don't forget about them, guys, because if it weren't for them, you wouldn't be here. You know? So, with that being said, I guess I will talk to you guys next time.